ISRC Sri Lanka, the Islamic Relief Committee, is a voluntary, non-profit, non-religious development organization. The ISRC Sri Lanka is an organization that has been engaged in social services throughout the island with the view to enhance the standard of life of the people living under the poverty line and improve the infrastructure facilities of people living in Sri Lanka. The Islamic Relief Committee has been carrying out its development activities to strengthen the needy people and the society since 1996. Vision: to enhance the quality of life of this segment of the society and strengthen it socially and commercially by providing opportunities for participation. Mission: to improve the lives of people through an innovative process of building communities and to improve the socio-economic status of the marginalized. Promote a culture of peace and harmony among communities while providing humanitarian assistance in times of need. Advocate human rights and assist to reach the rights of children. The Islamic Relief Committee formulates its programs, giving priority to the social and economic growth in order to achieve its vision and objectives. Accordingly, its activities and functions are organized. Housing project, livelihood project, cattle farm, fishing boat, goat farm, land master, sieving machine, water and sanitation, microfinance, sponsorship, family sponsorship, orphans sponsorship, disabled sponsorship, education and training, health, seasonal projects, relief and rehabilitation. Housing project. Housing facilities is of greater importance among the needs of men. In this respect, ISRC Sri Lanka has been constructing houses and providing safe shelter to the people who do not have houses of their own and those who are economically weak. ISRC has constructed 96 standard houses up to now. Thereby, the beneficiaries have been living with dignity, independence and safety.
எங்களுக்கு ஐஎஸ்ஆர்சியால ஒரு வீடு ஒன்று கட்டி தந்தாங்க. இப்போ நாங்கள் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கிறோம்.
ஐஎஸ்ஆர்சால அவங்க பார்த்துட்டு போய் எனக்கு ஒரு வீட்டை ஒன்று ஒரு சின்ன வீடாக இருந்தாலும் அவங்க எனக்கு தந்தாங்க. தந்து அவங்க எப்படி என்ன ஒரு நிம்மதிப்படுத்தி வச்சது அவங்களுக்கு எவ்வளோ ஒரு நன்றி.
ISRC Sri Lanka has constructed and handed over housing schemes to the beneficiaries in Kinya, Topur, Odumavadi, Eraur and Kadurwela in the eastern province, each of which consists of 22 houses. Further, ISRC Sri Lanka has constructed and handed over a housing scheme consisting of 75 houses in the Erukalampitiya area of Mana district in the northern province. To earn a livelihood is indispensable for the survival of human beings. However, a considerable number of people have been struggling and facing immense hardships without permanent employment opportunities. It deserves a special mention that the activists of the ISRC Sri Lanka identified some of those who are in such a misery and extended their support so that the people could earn a living. Assistance was provided to these people to engage in fishing, animal husbandry, sewing, self-employment and cottage industries. Some people were provided with tractors and thereby they were able to wipe out the tears of hundreds of underprivileged people. The ISRC livelihood projects are implemented by providing vocational training and necessary advice to the selected beneficiaries. Cattle. Among those who were provided with the assistance for cattle farming, most of them received the support for breeding cows. ISRC Sri Lanka organization has distributed 61 cows and calves among the families living under the poverty line and ensured their livelihood. The people who were given cows and calves as means of livelihood were the victims of war and poverty and were economically weak. They earned their income by way of selling milk and the increase in the number of animals due to reproduction. These cattle farmers have been gradually relieved from poverty and economic crisis in their life.
ISRC நிறுவனத்தின் ஊடாக எங்களுக்கு மாடு வாழ்வாதாரத்துக்காக எங்களுக்கு மாடு ஒன்று தந்திருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த மூலமாக நாங்கள் எங்கள் வாழ்வாதாரத்தை கொண்டு நடத்துவதற்கு மிகவும் இலகுவாகவும் அங்கே எங்களுக்கு ஒரு நன்மையாகவும் இருக்கின்றது.
ISRC ආයතනයෙන් අපිට හරක් දෙන්නෙක් ලබා දුන්නා. මගේ මහත්තයට රැකියාවක් නැහැ, ආබාධිකයි. ඒ හරක් දෙන්නගෙන් අපි ආදායමක් ලබනවා.
நான் நல்ல குடும்ப வாழ்க்கையை நல்லா கொண்டு போகிறேன். பிள்ளைகள் 3 பிள்ளைகள் படிக்குது. ஸ்கூலில் 3 பிள்ளைகள் கிளாஸ் காசு கட்டுது. அதனால் கொஞ்சம் லேசாக இருக்கு, உதவியாகிறது.
Fishing. Fazmin is from Kalpiti in Puttalam. He earns a livelihood by fishing, making use of the boat that was provided by the ISRC without any hassle. Fazmin says that he has been earning a sufficient income for the family and he is very much contented. Thus, 35 fishing boats have been distributed by the ISRC Sri Lanka up to now.
என்னோட கஷ்ட நிலைமையை கண்டு ஐஎஸ்ஆர்சியால் எனக்கு போட் இன்ஜின் தந்து உதவி செஞ்சாங்க. அல்ஹம்துலில்லாஹ், அதில் இருந்து எனக்கு பரவாயில்லை.
Quote: The assistance provided by ISRC Sri Lanka includes breeding of goats as well. ISRC has extended its services by providing 60 goats throughout the island. Goats were given to families that were living under the poverty line without any permanent livelihood. They earn a considerable amount of income by breeding goats. They are very happy that there is an improvement in the standard of their lives due to the goat farming project implemented by the ISRC Sri Lanka.
ISRC எங்களுக்கு அந்த நிறுவனம் ஆடு தந்தது. அதை நாங்கள் வளர்த்து இப்போ சந்தோஷப்பட்டு இருக்கோம். அந்த நிறுவனத்துக்கு நாங்கள் பெருமை நன்றி சொல்லிக்கிட்டு.
ஏற்கனவே இருந்த ஆடுகளோட ISRC என்று செல்லக்கூடிய இயக்கத்தினுடைய 6 ஆடுகளும் சேர்ந்ததால் எனக்கு ஒரு வருமானம் அதில் இருக்கு. அந்த வருமானத்தை கொண்டு எனது குடும்ப நிலவரங்களை சரிப்படுத்தி கொண்டு போகிறேன்.
Landmaster. Fahim is one of the beneficiaries of ISRC Sri Lanka. Being a kidney patient, he could not work hard as he did earlier. He has been ploughing his land with the 2-wheel tractor which was given to him under the livelihood project of ISRC. He says that he has a great deal of confidence now. Thus, 12 landmasters have been distributed by the ISRC up to now.
ISRCயால் ஒரு லேண்ட்மாஸ்டர் ஒன்று தந்தாங்க. அதை கொண்டு நான் கூலி வேலை செஞ்சு பொழைச்சி கொண்டிருக்கேன். குடும்பம் சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கேன்.
Sieving machine. Veyangala in the Kalathara district suffered huge losses due to the severe flood recently. The people lost their livelihoods as a result of it. ISRC Sri Lanka extended its helping hand towards these people to restore their livelihood. They were provided with sewing machines so that they could resume their industries. They produced various items such as shoes, bags, and some of them make dresses. The livelihood activities of these victims of flood flourished again with the support of ISRC. Thus, 160 plus sewing machines have been distributed by the ISRC up to now.
ISRC ala mission on the இதற்கெல்லாம் அடுத்து எங்கள் வருமானத்துக்காக வந்து பேசி பற்றி வந்துச்சு.
புதிய மெஷின் ஒன்று ISRCயால் ஏற்பாடு செஞ்சு தந்த மாஷாலாண்டு. அதால் இப்போ நான் மெட்டீரியல் எடுத்து எல்லாம் எடுத்து வேலையை தொடங்கின்னு போகிறேன். என் ஃபேக்ட்ரி இப்போ கொஞ்சம் ரன்னிங் லீச்சு.
Water and sanitation. Severe drought prevails in some parts of the island, including the north and east, not only during the summer, but almost at any given period of time. Therefore, often they find it difficult to get water for their daily needs and drinking. ISRC Sri Lanka implemented several projects to address the issue of scarcity of water in various parts in the dry zone. Water supply schemes were initiated, including construction of tube wells with hand pumps, shallow wells, tank wells, deep wells and RO plants. The people living in these areas benefited from these projects. Purified water is supplied under many of these projects, including RO plants. The people consider this as a privilege given to them. So far, 8,500 families have benefited from 4,300 water and sanitation projects carried out by this organization.
ISRC ආයතනය මගින් අපිට මේ ලබා දුණු ලිඳට ගොඩාක් සත්කාරයක් වෙනවා.
ISRC நிறுவனத்தினால் எங்களுக்கு இந்த கிணறு கட்டித்தரப்பட்டிருக்கின்றது. இந்த கிணற்றின் மூலம் நாங்கள் அதிகமானவர்கள் குளிப்பதற்கு அதே போன்று குடிப்பதற்கு தண்ணீரை பயன்படுத்துகின்றோம்.
In addition to the supply of water to the household, ISRC Sri Lanka also provides water supply to public places, particularly such as schools and places of worship. Microfinance. Several people who have the knowledge and experience in entrepreneurship do not have the capital to invest in their business. ISRC Sri Lanka has been offering small-scale investments to such entrepreneurs. The organization has been extending its assistance for the people in various fields such as fishing, agriculture, business, farming and self-employment. A large number of entrepreneurs were able to satisfy their requirement of capital through the microfinance schemes introduced by the ISRC and enhanced their livelihoods.
இப்போ காணி வாங்கியிருக்கோம், சொந்தமாக ஒரு வாகனம் இருக்குது, பிள்ளைகளை நல்லா படிக்க வைக்கிறோம்.
ISRC நிறுவனம் எங்களுக்கு கடன் உதவியாக சிறு தொகை ஒன்று தந்தாங்க ஆரம்பத்தில். அதை நான் இந்த சிறு கடை ஒன்று செஞ்சு அதில் வர வருமானத்தில் எங்களோட குடும்பங்களுக்கு.
Family sponsorship. The poor people experience immense hardships due to the economic crisis that prevails now. ISRC has been implementing a number of economic relief projects targeting the poor people who are suffering in the grip of poverty. Particularly, this project was initiated giving priority to the women-headed families and the needy families who have no employment or those who earn a lower income. It was attempted to alleviate the poverty and recipients are able to fulfill at least their requirement of meals.
நிரந்தர தொழில் இல்லை, ISRCயாலையும் எங்களுக்கு உதவி செய்கிறாங்க. அல்லாட கிருபையில் நாங்கள் அந்த உதவியால் கொஞ்சம் வாழ்க்கை செலவு ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்குது.
எனக்கு வேறு வருமானம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ISRC செய்த உதவினால எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் முன்னேற்றமாகவும் உதவியாகவும்.
Orphans sponsorship. Due to the sudden death of young people in the recent past, there is an increase of widows and orphans. ISRC Sri Lanka initiated a monthly payment scheme to the orphans to ensure that they have the basic facilities such as food, education and health. This sponsorship enables the orphans to enjoy their childhood and school life with dignity and independent of other people's mercy. As of today, 2,000 orphan children have been receiving monthly assistance throughout the island.
ISRCயால் எங்களுக்கு மாதாந்த கொடுப்பனை ஒன்று தராங்க. அது எங்களுக்கு நிறைய யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது எங்கள் பிள்ளைகளை படிக்க வைக்கிறதுக்கு.
இப்போ ISRCயால் என் பிள்ளைக்கு காசெல்லாம் தராங்க, சல்லிலாம் தராங்க. இப்போ நான் பிள்ளை படிக்க வச்சுட்டு நல்ல கிளாஸுக்கெல்லாம் அனுப்பிட்டு நான் என் வாழ்வாதாரத்தை கொண்டு போய்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறேன்.
Disabled sponsorship. It is very sad to note that there is an increase in the number of children born with physical deformity and mental health problems. Since it costs a lot of money to look after these children and to cover their medical treatment, ISRC Sri Lanka initiated a program to support these children who need special attention. This program consoles and eases the burden of the parents who have been already in trouble to a certain extent. 18 disabled children have been receiving monthly assistance throughout the island. Education and training. Schools of excellence established in Puttalam with the collaboration of Muslim hands in order to provide quality education to the orphan children has been in operation since 2010. This is an English medium international school where experienced and proficient teaching staff serves to educate the 950 orphan children in the school. This school, facilitated with attractive classrooms, library, science laboratory and playground, etc., make a conducive environment for these orphan children to learn and provide education services free of charge into. Considering the safety of the children on their way to school and back, a free transport service is also provided by the school. Health. Puludivayal Hospital in Puttalam is situated in a remote area. The want of a clinic center has been a shortcoming at this dispensary for a long time. ISRC Sri Lanka has constructed a building of 80 square meters to fulfill this requirement. Thereby, the problem of lack of space at this hospital was rectified. As a result, a number of patients gained the benefit daily. Seasonal projects. ISRC Sri Lanka has also been distributing relief to the needy people on special occasions and festival days of Sri Lanka. The ISRC enabled these people to enjoy and celebrate the special occasion with all others, forgetting their sorrow. The relief items of ISRC Sri Lanka are made available at the earliest possible to the victims of natural disasters such as rain, flood, earthslip and drought whenever they occur in any part of the island. The disaster relief service provided by the ISRC includes the emergency relief such as cooked meals, dry rations, clothing, temporary shelters, and learning equipment for the students and medical camps. ISRC also provides counseling services to the victims of such natural disasters. ISRC extends its humanitarian assistance and carry out its social and economic development projects irrespective of the ethnicity or religious faith of the beneficiaries. ISRC has been sowing the seeds of smile in hundreds of families. There are still hundreds and thousands of innocent families which await the loving nurture of ISRC Sri Lanka. The Islamic Relief Committee is looking forward with a fervent hope to build up a prosperous society of people. ISRC Sri Lanka, the Islamic Relief Committee, feeling hopeful.